is an emergency. I begging urgently. This is a serious case.
And so I can cut these cards.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, all right. So I'll give you a little spiel. As you know, I'm a direct energy reader. Do not believe in ring birthdays or zodiac signs. Be open with the spirit and have fun. We are going to be doing an emergency reading. The way the emergency reading works, you get to select 5 cards out of 12. Each one of these cards, either one of these spaces represent a house throughout your whole astrological chart. And you get to select 5. After we get through reading those 5, then for the remainder of the reading, you get to ask as many questions as time would permit. And we go from there.
Okay, so right now I'll be just listening, right?
No, you're gonna be asking. You're gonna tell me which houses do you want the cards to go in first. Then Spirit will tell you. Then Spirit will tell you what's going on, and it's gonna be really interactive and organic.
Okay, because I don't understand these things.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna explain these houses to you, and I'll explain it to you a little further. Yeah, everything's good. All right. So we're gonna.
You said that you're recording. You said that you're gonna record everything, right?
Yeah, I'm recording it right now.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna go with your first card, which is in your second house. Your second house is ruled by Taurus and is governed by Venus. Your second house represent your second house represent your current economic situation, money, wealth, prosperity, right here, right now. In this house right here, you have S.O.LMatters. Having S.O.LMatters in this house, Spirit is basically saying you're asking for money, and you're asking somebody for money. You're asking for money, funding, support, but you don't know how. You don't know the right words to say. It's like you know what you need, you know how to get it, but you just don't know how to formulate it in the right phrase. So imagine you working for a millionaire, and he says, "I'll give you anything you want," but you don't know how to ask what you want, so you'll be like, you'll start telling him stories. Well, I can use a new stove. I can use a new refrigerator, but you're not directly asking for the refrigerator or the stove. You follow what Spirit's saying?
Yes.
Now, in your current financial situation, who the hell is around you that can help you that you're not conversating with?
You're asking me to answer that?
Yes.
My younger son, he can help me out better, but he's not communicating with me like he used to.
Or Spirit saying you're not communicating with him like you should.
Well, I've been calling him. He used to call me almost every day.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed that, and I started calling him repeatedly. I would call him repeatedly, and he wouldn't pick up the phone. And then when I did get a chance to talk with him, after many tries, he said, "Well, why don't you try texting me?"
Did you
but when I text him, he doesn't always respond. Sometimes he takes days to respond. And when I need money right now.
Gotcha. All right. Well, let's see what S.O.LMatters got to say, because they say it's about you not asking the proper way. I would say it's about you not giving him the proper incentive to assist you. How about that? Would you like to ask this card a question?
Yes. What did this the Spanish woman he used to live with, the Puerto Rican woman he used to live with, what did she do to him to cause him to stop communicating with me and not sending me any money to help me out?
Spirit,
what did she do to him?
Answer her question. What did this Spanish chick do to him? Spirit say the Spanish chick opened his eyes to the fact that he was giving you too much. Didn't open his eyes. It's more like she made him see or influenced him. That's the word. Thank you, Spirit. She influenced him to the point to where he was like, she basically saying, you gotta let your mother do this shit on her own, take care of herself, yaggy yaggy, baggity schmackety, you know? Mm-hmm. She just kept telling him that, and now he's listening to her, and that's why he's kind of ignoring you, not giving you the money, etc., etc.
Oh, I see. Okay, so it's nothing that she did
magically. No.
Magically?
Nope, she didn't do anything esoteric to him. She just spoke to him and he started listening. Men typically do that with their girlfriends.
Okay, what black magic has she been doing on me?
Spirit.
To stop me from getting business, because I was getting business from a client in St. Augustine. Mm-hmm. What did she do to stop me from getting business? Because the woman just cut me off like that.
Spirit, what did this particular individual do to make her stop getting business, if she did it at all? Drink more water.
Say that again?
I'm talking to the card, and the card said, you asked what did this woman do to you. She kind of told them that you were too emotional. Like, she didn't do any black magic. There was kind of like a phone call. Like, she's, put it like this, the girl is not doing any black magic. She's going a step further by doing physical shit. She's talking against you to your son. She's talking against you to the client agencies. You got me?
Yeah, but I got to know this client through a so-called friend of mine, not through an agency.
Well,
Well,
I'm not saying agency as in agency. I'm just saying she's not doing magic. She's having direct interference. I say agency because you said client. Well, just imagine if she calls your friend and say, hey, Ruth is doing X, Y, and Z. The friend goes back and tell them to be cautious of Ruth. See, is Ruth doing this? The client say, I don't want to deal with the shit regardless. And then you lose that client. You see what I'm saying? She's sowing seeds.
Oh, because she didn't know who the client was.
You don't know that.
And she didn't know the client's phone number either.
You don't know that. You don't know how people look up people's shit. You don't know if she followed you. You don't know if she asked your son where you were. You don't know nothing. You're jumping straight to the esoteric when Spirit telling you straight up that this woman is physically interfering.
I see, because what I noticed is that when I was living in her apartment with my son, okay, and when my son got in from work, he barely said hello to me and he headed straight into the bedroom, and I never set eyes on him again until next morning when he's running through the door. And when I had my shoes, some of my shoes in the foyer, and when I started working with this client, she took her shoes from the bedroom, her bedroom, and she put them directly in front of my shoes as blocking me. And that's when the woman started to ease away from me.
Let me see. Spirit, was there any form, because maybe we're hiding, maybe she had somebody else do it, but this lady ain't do it herself. Spirit, did she have any spell put on you? How about that one? Spirit says, see the other person's point of view. I still say no. Spirit says, see the other person's point of view. They're still saying she didn't go to no magical length to do nothing to you. This is just sheer will and hate. She just have a thing for you, like she don't care for you. It's not no This lady hates you. And it's nothing that she's doing magically. Maybe she's like, oh, block her path just by saying it in her head. But she's not in the lab cooking up potions, burning candles. She's not paying people extra money to do something. She's not doing that. This is just sheer, I don't like her. You know?
Because she and I had a conversation at one point, and her mouth slipped and said that her aunt taught her, used to do a lot of black magic and taught her some stuff. When she was younger, when she realized what she said, she just went to her bedroom very quickly and closed the door.
Spirit not saying. I'm looking at these cards and I'm not seeing that she did anything to you. What I'm saying is she just don't like you. That's it. She's just.
I picked that up.
It's just a lot of hatred. Okay. And a lot of hatred can be a spell as well. You know, if somebody wish your downfall good enough, it's still a petition. It's still energy being put in the universe. So I guess that's what you're feeling, that real numbness, tense, like death feeling, destruction. But she's not burning any candles on you. Spirit would have showed me. Spirit just say this is a person that just got it out for you, and she's doing everything physical to tear your life up. She's turning your son against you. She's turning your client against you. That's all I can see for this one, okay?
Okay.
All right, so now we're going to go over here to your fourth house. Your fourth house is ruled by your fourth house is ruled by Cancer, and it's governed by the moon. Your fourth house represents your actual house and home, where you live, where you lay your head. And in this house right here, you have Obatala. Obatala is saying you got to start being more caring. They keep saying you got to start like burying the hatchet. Even though you're walking with this sword in your hand, you got to start brokering peace in your home. Now, Baron, I live by myself. I get it. But still, your son is a part of your home. His girlfriend is a part of y'all home in some form or fashion. Spirit is saying you got to start brokering peace.
Oh, well, I don't live with her anymore.
No, I'm not saying living with her, but you did. She is the family. Okay, your fourth house represents the three closest people you will allow to stay in your home via friends and family. I got to add that part to it. So, Spirit is saying, with that being said, you need to start brokering peace. You need to start being a little nicer. You need to start not being so angry. It's okay to be in the right, but let's not do it angrily. Because this guy got a sword. This guy has a sword.
Say that again?
I say this guy has a sword, and he's walking with a flower in his hand. Spirit is saying, just try to broker peace in your home with the people around you. You got me? Stop being so, you did something to me, or arguing so much. Just stop it. These people got it out for you. Well, this lady got it out for you.
Okay, what I noticed is that ever since when I started, because I lived with them for 5 years in her apartment, and I don't know why the hatred that she has towards me, because I'm always a very quiet person. And a lot of times I'm there because it was a 2-bedroom apartment. She put me to sleep in the living room and put my son's dog in the other bedroom. So the dog had its own bedroom, but I was sleeping out in the living room on a couch for 5 years. And a lot of times when she got in from work, she would say, "Oh my goodness, you're so quiet, I didn't even realize that you were there." And I would speak with her, you know, with respect and very quietly, and, you know, the rest of the time I really didn't have anything else to say.
Okay, and that made you kind of bitter, right?
Not bitter, but just focusing on, not bitter with her, just wanted to focusing on getting out of there and how I could, you know, save enough money to get out of there, which I did. But the bitterness was not towards her, was towards my family.
For allowing that to happen.
You know, my sisters.
Right. So, now, With that being said, spirit, the message is still going to stay the same. For in this house, you need to learn to broker peace. You need to offer a olive branch, whether it's your fault or not. You will be less stressed and you will receive more help when people start looking at you as a kinder person. This is what spirit is saying.
Wow.
You think you're looking at it as you want spirit to say, rally to your side and say, hey, you was right.
No.
But spirit is telling you how, as an emergency reading, spirit is telling you how to make this right.
Okay.
That's all he's saying. He's saying, hey, they fucked you over. They did you wrong. We know that these people are against you. They're talking shit to you. But you get more flies with honey than vinegar. That's it.
That's true. That's true. You're right.
That's all he's saying. With the people that you consider family, whether you hate this girl or not, she fucking your son, she's family. You know, more flies with honey than vinegar. And that's all they're saying. So offer a little peace offering, bury the hatchet, say something nice, be a little more jolly. We all know this lady hates you. We all know she's a piece of crap. We all know she called she made contact with these people to have you lose that client. We know it. Spirit ain't gonna tell you wrong. But that's where you gotta look past that shit. Because there's more good coming to you than what they can ever take from you. You take care of pinchers, for God's sake. That's noble. Would you like to ask this card a question about your house and home?
With where I'm living right now, how long will I be living in this apartment before I can move?
Spirit,
how long will I be living here?
How long does she have to live in this apartment before she can move? Offer. Are your son trying to have another baby?
You mean the one I'm living with?
The one you have lived with. So, who are you living with now?
The one who was living with the Spanish woman, he drives a truck. He's a truck driver, so he drives different parts of the country. And
the woman is you and the Spanish woman in the house?
No, the Spanish woman, I moved from her a couple of years ago.
Okay.
Me and my older son and myself, we are living here in this apartment. But he doesn't help me out at all with anything.
So he
just has to see me, and he starts kissing his teeth, and you know, it's like he doesn't want to see me at all.
Offer an olive branch. Offer something nice.
Well, that's what I do. Yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do.
Now, you ask how long you're going to be in this apartment. Spirit says, teach and offer. The word, this lady is handing a pot to somebody, still offering. How long you going to be in here? Until you offer him to, you know, until you, basically it's like you saying, if you need this apartment, I'll move. And he'll probably be like, oh, I'll help you. Or you don't have to, if you offer him like, you don't have to give me nothing to be here, I got the bills. Then he'll be like, oh shit. You know, it's like reverse psychology, what you got to start doing. If you do reverse psychology, they're going to make a way for you to get out of that situation.
I see.
Right, because right now your son feels as if you're a burden.
The one who's living with me?
Correct. Because if he's sucking his teeth being angry with you when he's on the road and coming home, I'm pretty sure you ain't stopping him from bringing no scooch in the house. You know.
No, the one who is living with me, who is the older son, because I have two of them, who's the older son, he doesn't help with anything at all. And over the years, I've always helped him. When I had more money, I always helped him. If I saw something in the store that I thought he would look nice in, I would buy it for him. If he's not feeling, when he wasn't feeling well, I'd help him out, in terms of, his breathing and so on. I would go to the store and get him whatever he needs to get. Or, I would always be there for him. So I'm figuring that, okay, well, now he's here, and I need some temporary help, that he would help me out, whether it's with buying some groceries, whether it's with, I just asked him to help me with one bill. Okay, he flatly refused. He said, I'm not helping you with anything. And I would just be quiet, and I just wouldn't say anything else.
Maybe, but listen to what Spirit is saying. In your house and home, you have to be nicer to somebody. You have to offer an olive branch. Maybe if you start being more cheerful, nicer, offering things, not purchasing none, just being more cheerful, nicer, and things, he'll come around. Spirit is saying this is not what you're doing.
No, because sometimes I try making jokes with him, because a lot of times I feel down. Sometimes once in a while I try making jokes with him, and he just wouldn't say anything to me, just walk the opposite direction.
Okay. Well, Spirit gave you the message. We're going to get through this. All right, so now I'm going to go up into your 5th house. Your 5th house is ruled by Leo and is governed by the sun. Your 5th house represents your sex life, entertainment, and luck. In this house right here, you have the message from the water in the upside down position. Spirit say you've already made a decision how your dating life is going to go. You're hard pressed to not be dealing. It's like you're hard pressed to not deal with somebody. It's like you tell somebody no. You're sitting up there being hardcore to somebody when it comes to your entertainment and your luck. You follow me?
No, I was going to ask you to repeat that.
You're being dead set on an ideology when it comes to somebody when it comes to your partner that you're dealing with sexually. Okay, let's say you're not dealing with anybody sexually, or nobody's entertaining you, mom. Let's say nobody's, making you laugh and smile outside her son, or you got let's say if you have a lover, hypothetically, okay, I'm not going to get in your business. You've already made a decision not to deal in certain ways with this person. And by you making that decision to be hard pressed in your standing, this is causing an issue. Because now you're confused about that person. You follow me?
Not exactly.
Okay. Are you celibate?
No, I just started a couple of months ago, like 3 months ago, dating this guy. Well, not even really dating, but seeing.
Gotcha.
He's never taken me out anywhere.
Gotcha. So you're seeing somebody. Great. Now, you've made a decision that this is the guy you're going to be with, right? That you're going to deal with only, exclusively.
Yeah.
Now, you're only dealing with him exclusively. Now, you're saying, since I made the decision to deal with this guy exclusively, I would like this guy to assist me in some form or fashion because I'm dealing with him exclusively. Am I making sense? I'm just telling you what Spirit is saying.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I wasn't looking for him to help me out in any way. He's a younger man than I am. He's a good deal younger than I am. So I'm not looking for him to help me out financially. Just emotionally, to be there emotionally for me.
Exactly. It'd be there emotionally for you, correct. But Spirit is saying you made a decision that if he cannot be there for you this way, you're dead set on it. Both of you guys sticking to your guns. Okay, let's say the carnal activity is great. You enjoy it. It makes you feel alive. But he's not reciprocating that from you. I mean, he's not reciprocating, and you're not feeling 100% whole and valued. Okay. So now you're deciding I'm going to hold back as well. creating another landlocking yourself again?
Well, what I had gotten from him is that he said that he didn't want, like me to be like up under him.
Mm-hmm.
And I am not the type of person to be up under a man. I'm trying to get my business off the ground. So a lot of my focus is on my business and being financially independent again, like I used to be.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing, what I had said to him when I first met him in October, my birthday is in October, okay? And he didn't come around on my birthday. He did not call on my birthday to say happy birthday. But he called me the day after and said happy birthday. My thing is that was his chance to make some kind of impression as we just started seeing each other. Okay? I bought myself a bouquet of flowers. I always cook, so I cook myself a nice meal that I like. I baked myself a cake, and I sat down and I ate by myself. No phone call, nothing. When he did come around, he did not bring any flowers. He had asked me before my birthday, he said, what do you want? I said, let me think about it, and I'll let you know what I want. But I knew that because I was moving, I needed some money. When I said some money, and I explained to him, when I spoke with him, before he came around after my birthday, when I spoke with him, I said, you asked me what I wanted, and I said some money. So he said to me on the phone, oh shit. And I felt very badly. He asked me, and I told him. And I later explained to him, I said, when I say some money, I don't mean $200 and $300 and $500. Mm-hmm. I said, if you have $20, it's the thought behind that $20 that comes. I would appreciate that.
Right.
He said, yes, I understand what you're saying. Okay? So that was October. Haven't gotten anything since. New Year's came around. New Year's Eve, I was by myself, alone. Okay? He did not call me New Year's Eve. He has a 10-year-old daughter who lives in another country, because he's from another country.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, I saw him the day after New Year's Eve, which was New Year's Day. He came around. He did not call me. I just heard a knock on the door.
Mm.
So I opened the door and I said, come on in. So I said, well, why don't you sit down? So he sat down. And I said to him, I said, wow, it's New Year's Day. How did you spend New Year's Eve? So he said to me, he spent it with his daughter, who's 10 years old. He lives with his brother and the brother's wife. So my thing is that he could have left the daughter
with the family,
with his brother and his wife. I said, even if I didn't see you, even if you called me and said, Happy New Year, I said, I would have said to myself, oh, at least he thought about me. I said, even if you could have said, okay, come over and spend 2 hours and say, listen, I can't stay any longer because I left my daughter at my brother's house.
Right.
I would have understood that. I said, but I didn't hear from you. I didn't see you. And here you come knocking on the door, okay? And you come over and you want sex. How do you expect me to respond? I'm not going to respond the way I normally would or I would. I'm not going to respond properly because I'm not getting anything from you.
And didn't I just say that in the fifth house? The story you just told me, Spirit just told you the exact same thing. That you've made up your mind that you're going to be hard pressed to hold back because he's not giving you the emotional attachment that you want.
Yeah.
Spirit ain't going to make no mistake. Now, my question to you is, when it comes to your house of sex, life, entertainment, and love, what question do you want to ask Spirit concerning this matter with this brother?
Say that again?
What question do you want to ask Spirit concerning this young man that you're dealing with? We're here for solutions. So let's get solutions to these things. So what you want to ask this card?
Okay, well, what's going on with him? Do I have a future with him or not?
Spirit, do she have a future with this guy? Spirit says artistic expression. Lies. Does she have a future with this guy? Priority. Take charge of the situation. Spirit said you're going to have to be real creative in your verbiage, your mannerism, and your taking. Meaning that you're going to have to take some shit if you want a future with this man. You're going to have to. And Spirit said you're not the shit taking woman. So they saying it can happen, but not in your character. They saying you're going to be the one to kick his ass to the curb. I'm sorry, Mom, you're not somebody, you're not a side piece. I can tell you that now.
I'm not what?
You're not a side piece. Like you're not
No,
just
I'm not a side piece at all.
I know. And
No,
Spirit saying
no.
you're not built to take that shit. So that being said, Spirit say this future that you have with this guy, either you're gonna just roll with his bullshit, his punches, or you're gonna be the one to kick him to the curb. You already holding back sex with him. You already, because he can't form an emotional connection. When a woman cut off sex with somebody, guess what else? The idea of that person is history. So I don't see you guys making it unless you learn how to stuff your anger and your issue. But that ain't you. And not saying that's a bad thing. But Spirit say you ain't that type of woman. You ain't get to be this old and glorious for being a stupid person. So no, I don't see you guys together, Spirit says.
Okay. Because I myself don't see, because I've tried to communicate with him, just sit and talk with him. I'm not the type of person to get loud or argue with him. That is not me. That is not my personality. Just to sit and talk with him. And he said to me, he says, okay, this is a new year. Okay, let's start new. But I don't see him giving anything. Nothing at all. You know. And so therefore, all of my energies or more of my energy will go, I'm not phrasing that correctly. My energy is really with my work and getting my business off the ground.
Gotcha.
You know. And I don't need to see a man. If I'm seeing a man, I don't need to see him once a month. Mm-hmm. My thing is that you can do better than that. It takes two people to work a relationship. And I am trying. I've been used and abused all my life. Okay, with different men. And I had not had sex for 15 years until I met this guy.
Correct.
Okay? And it looks to me like if he has to learn a lot, which he should have learned already. Okay? He's old enough to know better and, you know, and to do better.
That's true.
Because if I told him what he did not do, then why doesn't he just shape up and do better?
Exactly. And Spirit is saying you're not the type of woman to take that type of shit, so you're going to kick him to the curb.
Yes. And I'm going to, you see, he doesn't talk, he just acts. And so I'm not if I talk one time, 2 times, 3 times, then when I stop talking, that's when I'm planning my next move. That's how I am. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, with he's from Jamaica, this guy's from Jamaica. Okay, I'm not from Jamaica. But my ex-husband, my son's father, my ex-husband, is from Jamaica. And when I told you I caught hell, I caught hell. And I know what hell is like. From being married to him for 7 years. Okay? This one here, I don't know what it is. What it is about me that I'm always meeting Jamaican men. And they're rough as hell. And it doesn't fit my personality. I don't know why. I don't know if you could ask Spirit why. I don't know.
I'm going to ask Spirit why, but you should go date a man from Barbados. We're beautiful.
You know something? Let me tell you something. Are you from Barbados?
Yes, I'm Barbadian heritage. I'm Bayesian heritage.
Isn't it something that you should say that? When I used to live in Europe, my first boyfriend was Barbadian. And that's the only man I was ever in love with up to this day. And I was 15 years old when I had to leave Europe and come over here to live. And I never forgot that man. And I always say to myself, God, I love those men from Barbados. What is it about them? They're just so beautiful. But Jamaican men are rough and they act like if they're not human beings, the way they treat women.
That's true.
Okay? But I just love Barbadian men. I mean, that man understood me and he respected me.
Bayesian men.
Go ahead. My family was very strict. My mother was extremely strict, and my sisters, because I'm not the first and I'm not the second one, but I'm the third one out of four. And my older sisters were very strict. They used to watch me all the time. Okay? And if he had called, there was one phone in the house, in the living room, and everyone gathered in the living room. And if he called me, and I said to him, I'm sorry, you've got the wrong number, and hung the phone up on him because I had a little job, a little part-time job for the summer. The next day I would see him at my job, patiently waiting for me. And I said, God, if I only had married that man, my marriage would have lasted. But I don't know why it is Jamaican men always seem to like to attach themselves to me. I don't know why.
That spirit.
Act spirit?
Yeah.
Well, that's the question I'm asking.
Okay.
What is it with me and Jamaican men? Why?
Spirit, what is it with her and Jamaican man? Reveal. Spirit say you need to clear and shield your energy from Jamaican men. The reason why the Jamaican man is so alluring, you think that they, in the spirit say you think that they have some kind of mystical properties about them. This is the idea you hold to the man. You think that they have some mystical property. I mean, we know the Rastafari, the Ashanti Babas. We know that they carry power, but not all Jamaican men are in that category. But you can't lump all of them up into the Ashanti, the Rastafari, the Lion of Judah. Not all of them carry that banner. And Spirit saying you need to clear and shield your energy from that, because mentally, subconsciously, this is what you feel is the greatest man on the planet. Strong back, all that shit. That shit played out.
Oh my God. But I don't like them.
Get you a man that respects you and go to another island. It's a lot of men from different Caribbean islands that love to treat their women like they supposed to be treated. And I gotta say, Bayesian men are good people, respectful. They raised that way.
Yes, I love them. That's what I was telling you about my first boyfriend. That's why up to this day, I could never get him out of my mind. Every now and then I think about it.
And that's...
every now and then.
I love it. Spirit don't play. I'm going to move on because we are in this reading a lot. Let me get over here to your fourth card and your sixth house. Your sixth house is ruled by Virgo and is governed by Mercury. Your sixth house represents your future economic affairs. Money, wealth, prosperity, growth, and investment. Oh, excuse me. Money, growth, and investment for the future. In this house right here, you have the couples card in the upside down position. You know what you got to do, Spirit saying. You know that you got to walk this path along. If you can look at this man as just a screw thing, Mom, and just drop your high morals, because your morals are very high. This is rare for this man to even get a whiff of it. If you can drop your morals and just look at him as a pastime while you're making your money, making your moves, things will go a little lighter for you. But you're asking this man for something that Spirit say he cannot provide, and this is creating agony.
Oh no, I was talking with my cousin the other day. Yesterday, I think it was. Yesterday or the day before. And what I told her, and please excuse my French.
Go ahead.
Okay? Because I'm not here, I'm a little bit embarrassed. I told her, I said he's a good fuck for now.
Yes.
Okay? I said because when I get ready to move, I'm moving out to this country and he won't even know I'm gone.
That's what Spirit just said. That's what Spirit said. Learn to accept the screw for now and get away. He's not forever. And don't hold him to that standard because it's creating toxic pain and air and stuff inside you. But then here's the best.
I realized.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go on. Go on, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
I'm going to say, here's the best part of this card. This is in your house of future economics, future money. Getting rid of him is your money. It's you can focus better once you're not worried about what he's doing, what he's saying. You can focus better because they got money. The couple upside down. Get this man out of your head and out of your energy, and you can focus better. And you will get some money.
Yeah, I decided not to take him seriously at all. Okay, I decided that from the beginning because I saw how he was, and the test, the litmus test was my birthday. And you know you're a man if if you're just seeing a woman and you want to make a good impression on that woman, and you just met her a couple of weeks after it's her birthday. Won't you show up with some flowers or something?
Something. It got to be a big ticket item to let her know that you care, even if you got somebody else. Things of that nature. That was the test, and he failed. So Spirit say use him as like you say, he's a good fuck for now. Let that be the thing.
Yeah.
It's been 15 years.
Yes,
you deserve it.
Yeah. Yeah, I realized that because my spirit was telling me about him that he's just, I mustn't take him seriously. And then he told me that because he's in school right now and he's doing like 2 part-time jobs, I believe, plus going to school. And he told me next year, when he's finished with schooling, that because he doesn't like the heat from living in Florida, he likes the cold, he's going to move to Washington, D.C., he says. Then he says, you coming with me? I said, you know what? Stop joking. Stop joking around. Stop mucking around and be serious. Because I have no intention of going anywhere with him. I see how he's treated me from the beginning. I'm not stupid and I'm not crazy.
That's right.
And that's all I'm going to say about him. Because he's just a waste of time for continued conversation.
That's right. Now, would you like to ask this card a question about your future money?
Yes, I mean, I was always being told that I would win the lottery. Even my mother told me that. She used to tell me that. My mother had a gift, and she used to tell me that. She used to say, keep playing the lottery, you're going to win. And then she used to look at me and smile.
All right.
What's with that?
Spirit, will she win the lotto? Go now. Will she win the lotto? Health and healing. Will she win the lotto? You release tension. Yeah, you're gonna win the lotto. I kid you not. It says Spirit say you just can't be so uptight about winning it. It's like you're not allowing Spirit to come in with the proper guidance, the proper numbers, the proper method. But you're destined to win it. Go now, meaning play now. Health and healing. Meaning you gotta release it. You gotta let it flow organic. And then it says release tension, meaning that stop being like, oh, I need to hit it. If you're hoping, wishing, and praying on hitting the lotto, Spirit ain't gonna just give it to you. But if you said, you could tell your subconscious, you're gonna pick the winning numbers. It said like that. Say subconscious, you're gonna pick the winning numbers, not help me win the lotto. Help me win the lotto. Change same verbiage. Same ideas, different verbiage. You tell yourself, pick the winning numbers as you scratch off your numbers. Pick the winning numbers. Pick the winning numbers. Pick the winning numbers. You got me?
Yeah.
Versus just saying, let me hit the lotto. Let me hit the lotto. It's a billion people saying, let me hit the lotto, but only 1 or 2 people saying, allow me to mark the winning numbers. You see how calmly you're saying that? And Spirit got to hear that. Allow me. Guide my hand. Guide my thoughts.
Okay.
You're destined to hit it. It says go now. You're destined to hit it. And you're gonna be a single person hitting it too. No
You know what?
boyfriend.
That's what kept coming to me. That's what kept coming to me. But what came to me is that I will win it next New Year's.
Spirit, will she win this lotto next New Year's? Hell, I'm nosing. I'm gonna help you. No, not next New Year's. It says detach from drama. Don't stress yourself out on that one. Spirit, give me a closer date to when she can expect the windfall. When is your mother's birthday?
March the 13th.
How about you play your mama's birthday March the 13th? Or you play it out
Play it that day?
Play it that day. Play her birthday. Play some numbers that she was privy to on March the 13th. Because when are you going to hit it? It got mother, wife, sister, daughter. Your mother is at play. Ask your mother to guide your hand. Ask your mother, use your mother's birthday. Use your mother's energy. If she's the only one in the damn planet that had faith enough in you to wish that you would hit the lotto and to confirm it, this is the energy you need to be using to win it.
Okay, my mother passed in 2016. So how can I
use your mother's
How
birthday?
can I use her energy?
Use her energy. What I just told you, how to contact spirit. Listen to me. How you gonna contact spirit instead of saying I want to hit the lotto? Mommy, help me pick the right numbers. Allow me to pick the right numbers.
Okay.
This is ancestors here. This is somebody who has your greater good at heart. You know, if she told you before she died, day in, day out, you were gonna win the lotto, keep playing. She's the first spirit I'm gonna call on. Mommy, help me win this lotto. Got me. And but she says, but this is coming from your mother in your sixth house. Don't say you're gonna win it on a certain day. Utilize her energy. Play her birthday number. Play her stock numbers. Play her clock number. I mean, play a number that was significant to her and see if she's gonna allow you to hit this number to get this money. But you're gonna win. Spirit say you're gonna hit the lotto, and you're gonna, when you hit it, you're gonna be like, that goddamn Baron wasn't no joke. He said I was gonna hit it.
Yeah, as soon as I get the money too, I'm out of this country too.
Yeah, leave the states. Ain't nothing here. Ain't nothing here. Ain't nothing here. I want to go to Dubai.
You want to go to Dubai? I want to go to Africa.
Same place, just different part.
Yeah, because I was looking at YouTube the other day and I saw this mansion in Tanzania.
Oh my God!
And I said, "That's my house."
Tanzania is nice. It's nice.
Oh, you've been there?
I haven't been there. I got a friend at the job, man, and he showed pictures of Tanzania, and not like showing pictures of the females, of the people. He showed pictures of the scenery, the landscape, the police. He showed people. He showed pictures of the strip malls and the walking joints, and I'm like, you can sit out there in some parts of Tanzania with your feet up all night. You'll go to sleep on a restaurant's chair, and nobody will tell you to move and sweep you away. I'm like, what? He say, dude, everything's just relaxing.
Nice.
Yeah, he say people be just.
I claim that. Yeah.
So, yeah.
So you're right. I claim that house. I claim that house. That house is mine.
Damn right.
You know. But the thing is, Baron, once I move here to there, even though I'm going to have my things online, because what I'm a fashion designer.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to school for that, and I worked very hard to get that. I'm going to open like a boutique over there, as well as having my online business, but I'm going to start my online business from here.
Nice. I like this. You got plans. You got plans. It's gonna happen too. Your mother is definitely on your financial backing. All right, so now we're going to go over here to your final card. We spent an hour on just the 5-card part of this. 5th card here. All right, so now we're going to go over to your 5th card, which is in your 7th house. Your 7th house is ruled by Libra and is governed by Venus. Your 7th house represent your relationship, the couple dating, matrimonial affairs, love, romance, and passion. In this house right here, you have the village card in the upright position. I mean, you having the village card in the upside down position. I apologize. Having the village card in the upside down position, Spirit says you gain more than just your financial freedom. You gain your relationship freedom too. And I'm not talking about relationship freedom as in you being a single woman. You gain the freedom to exist and love again. Because they saying this little black thing that's hiding in this village, this little juju statue that wants to destroy everything, that's driving people crazy. This card came upside down. That thing is not going to hinder you anymore when it comes to your relationship. So the ideology of the crazy Jamaican man, that shit is out the door. You won't have to worry about that no more in your relationship. Get rid of this clown when it's time to get rid of him. And then the next person you're going to come to is going to be worth your time. That stigma is gone.
Okay.
Would you like to ask that card a question?
Yes. Why is it when I first meet men, we have so much, it's like sparks at first couple of days. Then after that, everything, like, they just start to move away from me. And I don't understand why. They just start to move away from me. I don't know why.
Spirit, why is it good in the beginning and sour towards the end? Spirit say let it go. Spirit say the reason why when to let it go is saying that you are projecting it. So think about you're moving the relationship to that point. You meet a man and you say, okay, when is it gonna fuck up? By you saying when is it gonna fuck up, when is it gonna mess up, when are the wall gonna come crumbling down on it, you're actually moving your relationship to the spot where the wall come crumbling down on it. You follow me?
Yeah, but I haven't even had a chance to do that. Let me give you a small example quickly. When I first went to my mechanic, my other son and I went to my mechanic. Mm-hmm. So this new mechanic, okay? He and I just hit it off. Not that I was romantically involved with him, but he and I just hit it off, okay? And Chris, my younger son, became very quiet. And he and I were talking about, like stones and different things that we had in common. And after that, he like kind of, doesn't talk to me much, and so on. And that happens to not just men, but everybody. I first meet clients and I'm hoping that, okay, well, I'll get this client and so on, and I start to make sketches and so on and present sketches, to them and all of that. And then they're not interested in anything. Mm. People just move away from me, and I know something is wrong, but I don't know what.
Spirit is still saying you're the one leading this. If you think the world gonna end, the world is gonna end. Do me a favor. When any relationship you get into, use them for what it is, a relationship. But focus on winning the lotto. Focus on positive energy coming in your way. If you don't, at this point in the game, Spirit saying you need to be single. You don't need a man. Just get somebody to get your rock off and chuck him aside when you're done. Okay? But right now your energy needs to be on your business, winning your dues proper. In moving. The relationship is just something to keep you from getting bored.
Right. You're right. I agree with that.
But the reason why you keep falling in this thing because although you desire a mate, but none of these people are your mate right now. These are fun toys.
But I haven't met a lot of men in the year. Like I said, 15 years and I haven't had any sex at all in 15 years, and then here comes this guy, but I haven't met anybody in all those years. And
you're not gonna meet nobody now. This guy is a safe, good screw. Utilize it for what it is.
Oh yeah. thing is to get out of this country and just get my business online and get it started. That is my passion right now. You know, I just want to know what, and I know I didn't realize at the time passed so fast, but I just want to know why my sons are so disrespectful to me.
There we go.
Before my son before he met this Puerto Rican woman, okay, he used to call me mom and so on. Now he says Marilyn this or I said, I have a title. My title is mom. Mm-hmm. That's what he used to call me before.
Spirit, why is your son so disrespectful? Trust. Oh.
Both of them.
Both of them. Trust, purification, and persistence. They say that you showed them you couldn't trust them. It was something about somebody broke somebody's trust, because they said trust, purification, and persistent. Meaning somebody broke. I gotta figure out which one broke the trust. Who broke the trust? The mother or the son? It says right. Okay, some words was exchanged to where somebody's feelings was hurt, and if I'm not mistaken, your son broke your trust. Both of your sons broke your trust because they didn't do their son's duty by taking care of you, and you called them on their shit. And instead of them being man enough to apologize and do right, they are easier persuaded to be angry at you. So with this one right here, you're in the right. These kids are wrong for being angry and disrespecting you. You just called them out on their shit, and they're not man enough to say, okay, mom, you was right. And the crazy thing about it, it's been so long ago that they don't even remember. They just have quantum locked themselves to be jackasses. You just called them on their shit.
I'm sorry?
I said you just called them on their shit.
Oh, okay. I mean, because that's stressful to me, and this Puerto Rican woman, she's been doing a lot of stuff. She wants my son to give her all the attention. Mm-hmm. And for him to ignore me, like you said, for him to ignore me as if I didn't exist. What can I do to get her out of his life permanently? Because when I moved from her place, she was giving up the apartment. So he moved in his things with me. And she was crying, and she said, but I thought you loved me. That's what she told him. I thought you loved me. He said, no, I don't love you. I never told you that I loved you. He said, I appreciate all the good things that you've done, the help that you've done for me. He said, but I never loved you. Then before you know it, he is like easing back there to her. She said she wanted to talk to him. And this was the last time she wanted to talk to him because she's living some other part of Florida. And then after that, he stopped calling me.
Spirit. So what's your question?
What can be done to get her out of his life permanently?
Spirit, what can be done to get this woman out of her son's life permanently? Find a blessing in your current situation, flow of prosperity, positive change. Ooh. She's gonna disappear. You just gotta disappear too. Spirits say that when he don't have nobody to fall back on, and she mistreat him, because she's gonna mistreat him, then he'll understand. All boys run to their mother when they're hurt, whether we like to admit it or not. So what it is, he still got you. Even though you're a punching bag, he still got you there. Now when he goes back and she say, oh, you told me you never loved me, so I got you back. He's hurt. Guess what? Mommy, I need to talk. Your ass is going to Dubai or Tanzania or somewhere. This is something that needs to be broken up organic, because they say it's fine. You need to find a blessing in your current situation, flow of prosperity and positive change. This is when you get your funds and you disappear and you don't offer their ass no help. Yeah, he's gonna realize, like, I treated my mom like shit. I need to talk to my mom. My mom was right. You was a witch, and then you're gonna be gone, and that's all it's gonna take. But she gotta bust his heart up like he bust yours. Let me tell you something. Karma comes in the strangest of ways. Maybe for what your son them doing to you, maybe their girlfriends is gonna give them karma. You know? So you just gotta do your thing and stop worrying about all the mundane shit.
Okay.
I know you want to. I know you want to send a spell over there and bust this woman ass up. I know you want to make sure she ain't doing nothing horrible to you. I'm telling you from this card reading, this lady ain't doing no magical work on you. It's just your son them being a jerk, and they're empowering this woman to do this and to treat you like this. That's why she did it. And then she got a little hate and little salt for you for herself. But she's not doing no work. But allow karma to bust your kid's ass for disrespecting their mom. You sit back and you allow it, and once they did, you get your kids back. Now that's what Spirit got to say for you.
Okay. My mother, when she was alive, when I left New York to move down here to take care of her, and I took care of her for 7 years, so I had to put my life on the back burner.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't do any designing. I couldn't see any clients or anything because I had so much work to do with my mother and in her house, inside and outside. But one year, my mother went to New York. She took this older sister with her, and she went to New York to meet with my other two sisters were living in New York at the time. One doesn't live there anymore, but the two of them were living in New York. And she went in the month of December with all the snow. She went there with this sister here and met up with the other two and left me out. I'd like to know what they talked about, what was discussed. I asked my other sister and she told me, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
Herbert, what did these two people discuss?
So I just would like to know what was discussed there in New York where I was left out.
What they discussed, they were discussing your father.
But then why was I left out?
You were left out a lot of things when it came to your father. Financial
When it
things.
came to my father.
Why
was I left out? I don't understand that.
Mom, I'm telling you what Spirit said. It says, listen, open your heart to love, father, husband, brother, son. When these people went up there to New York in the snow, they were discussing your father. They discussed his ongoing, his dealings, and all of that stuff there. And that's what happened. That's what was talked about. That you asked Spirit to say what was talked about. They discussed the financial aspects of your father. They discussed your father's legacy, life, and everything else. It was all concerning father, and they left you out because they didn't want you to be included. So you must have gotten left out of some financial issues, out of some prevalent issues, ownership issues, and that's what Spirit is saying.
Oh, because I don't understand that at all.
You don't understand that these people didn't want you knowing what your father's business was, and that one person inherited something when the other one didn't?
I inherited nothing. As a matter of fact, my oldest sister who lives here, she's a real estate agent, and she got me thrown out of my mother's house, and I did not even know when she sold the house. She and one of my other sisters divided up the money for themselves, and I didn't even get 1 red cent.
And what did the cards just say? They discussed your father's affairs, and they had you, and you missed out on something financial. They didn't want you in it. You asked Spirit what they discussed. Spirit told you what they discussed. And you just told me this. Spirit is on point, Mom. That's it.
Okay.
All right.
With the boy's father, and I'm sorry.
I'm gonna make this your last card because we are way over time.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I apologize. With the boy's father, what did he do to me and the boys? Spiritually, because he's a large man. He's a Freemason, and I know he did something.
Let's ask Spirit. Did the kid's father do anything to this man? To this woman? Meditate. Did he do anything? And the kids. Meditate, energy healing. choose peace. Meditate, energy healing, and choose peace.
What was that?
He did nothing. It says you need. What did he do to you and the kids? He says that Spirit said you need to meditate, you need to heal your energy, and you need to choose peace. That's it. You're looking for the knife that somebody stuck in your back, and the only part of this reading where Spirit say somebody stuck a knife in your back, it was the two sisters who got the money and stole the money from you from the inheritance, and then it's the son being very disrespectful. That's the only knife in your back. It didn't come from the son's girlfriend. It didn't come from your ex-husband. He just was a mean asshole. Spirit is telling you to let those conspiracy theories go and focus on your blessing. You've been living in this shit for too long. Let it go. It's time to focus on you, okay? Now that's confirmation from Spirit. Now if you say I don't think Baron was right, you can go get another reading. But this thing,
No. Thank you very much, Baron.
Yes.
I very much appreciate it.
You are all right, Mama. You have a great one, and congratulations on that lotto.
Thank you so much. Okay. I'll talk with you.
Good night.
Okay?
All right, good night.
Thank you. Good night. Bye-bye.
Mother, you're going to be okay. Let go to stress. Let go to anger. Let go to betrayal. Let go of all the strife. And focus on you. And your stars are going to change. You still got your health. You still got your beauty. And you still got your cognitive. You're winning. Alright, I'm the Baron telling you. Listen here. Telling you to trust the you in the universe, because at the end of the day, you are all you got. Those words are so true. Thank you for trusting me, and you have a great one.